This was a 4-day stretch up the Oregon coast in our transit van, and instead of just showing where we went, we want to show you the hows and whys to the decisions we made along the way, where we drove, where we stopped, and where we chose to stay overnight.
Watch until the end to find out how much we actually spent for this 4-night leg of our adventure. We're JK and Kim, traveling part-time in our converted Ford Transit van with Tia, our 10-year-old golden doodle. We're sharing real van life after 60. One of the questions we get asked all the time is, how do we decide where we're going to stay when we're traveling, and how we find those places?
This trip took us from Central California way up the Oregon coast with stops along the way, but we didn't plan every night in advance. We made decisions as we went. Well, we just spent a wonderful few days at my daughter's and the grandkids and son-in-law's house up here in the mountains in the Sierra Nevadas. If you've been following along, we had our AC cover blown off on the road. And then all of a sudden we heard this kabam, like coming from the roof.
So we ordered parts and had them delivered to the kids. One was the new AC cover, and the other was something we didn't realize we needed until the moment we lost the cover. A ladder.
We were able to get our ladder all installed and do a few other things while we were here, enjoying the company of our family. So let's head on down the mountain and start heading west again.
But once we get back on the road, it doesn't take long before we settle back into travel mode, researching travel apps for a place to stay for the night. This is where gold was discovered.
We made a quick stop in the Auburn area off Highway 49 on our way north.
We used to live in this area of California, so we knew about this bridge in the river, but gosh, we hadn't been on this road in over 20 years.
It's funny how familiar places feel so much different when you come back after that much time away.
We had no idea that river was that cold. Cold plunge, anyone? After we left Auburn, I started scoping out places to stay for the night. We had a good driving span, so that was some good time to do that. I usually will start as early in the day as I can, so we're not panicking at the last minute. Research takes longer than you think. California terrain is full of surprises, isn't it?
It definitely is, and full of variety.
Right now, a lot of dormant trees for all the groves, and looks like some things might be planted and coming back to life, but not just yet. But with temperatures near 90, it won't be long. When we're choosing overnight stops, we're really just looking for a few simple things. That it's safe, legal, we don't want the knock, quiet enough, it's a quick stop on and off from our route, affordable, free 99. Services like showers, garbage, dump station, that's about all we need.
We're not chasing perfect spots. We're just making good decisions for that day.
Here are some of the apps I use. RV Parky is an old one. The info's getting older, but a good one to check as a cross-reference for free spots, truck stops, restaurants, stores, rest stops, that sort of thing. They even have some of the bridge heights. iOverlander, I use that on my internet browser. The new app is cumbersome, so I use the website on my browser. It's so much easier. Google, we check reviews, sometimes search camping near me. Others I've used, Campendium, Harvest Host, Recreation.gov, National Forest, Onyx.
After passing on doing an overnighter at a local Walmart, just didn't feel right to us. Our first night was just as easy and simple. We stayed at a Love's truck stop in Corning, California, off Interstate 5.
It wasn't scenic or necessarily quiet, but it was safe, easy, and kept us moving north.
But first, coffee. That's some good coffee. We typically try to avoid the interstates, but we used Interstate 5 as a fast track north to Oregon. What'd you get?
How cute is that?
An Oregon daisy.
They probably call them weeds, but I think it's adorable. It's so cute. If you're thinking about van life after 60, subscribe. We share the real side of van life every week.
From here, the itinerary north was pretty flexible. We just followed the coastline day by day.
It's almost 5 o'clock and I think I found us a place to stay. It's a little tricky because it's a Forest Service campground that looks to be reservable right now, but no one else has reserved, so that has me questioning what's going on. Is it open? Is it not a good campsite? So we don't want to reserve it until we see it.
Well, we're going to have to figure out a plan B real quickly if this campground doesn't work out. Because we're starting to lose daylight. Typical story.
Typical of the Pacific Northwest in March. Wood pulp. Featured in many products you use every day. Look at this cool bridge. Wow. This is even cooler than Astoria, I think. Night 2 was our first campground, and this is where we realized something important. A new way to save money. Well, what do you think? Do you think this one will work?
It's not bad. Seems to be pretty quiet. There's one motocross bike that's heading out to the sand dunes. But other than that, it's beautiful out here. Pretty basic. It's just an asphalt pad, and we found one that's pretty level. So I think we're good to go.
We've always known we can get into national parks for free, but using it at a national monument or U.S. Forest Service campground, that's been a new thing for us on this trip. But kind of excited to explore this area and explore the coast up 101, and we'll begin that and head on up to Warrenton to go see some of our friends. I'm going in.
The cool thing about this campground is that you have easy access if you have an off-road vehicle to hit the dunes, or if you're just going to do it on foot, it's right here, right in the campground.
Very soft sand. Hard to walk on. Even on the tracks. Not good on the old ankles. I was going to go in there further. It'd take me an hour to get down there and back.
What was that like?
Soft sand.
Yeah. Guess we wouldn't be able to make it down there.
Yeah. The van wouldn't make it, and I just made barely that little bit. It was hard to walk in.
Yeah, it looks very fine, very soft. So obviously 4-wheel drive off-highway vehicles only. And there's a lot of restrictions and regulations you have to follow. So be sure you read up on that before you hit the dunes.
be upset that I say hello to you. Yeah, she probably wanted to meet you. Thanks, Robert.
Here's the Mavericks. Two extremes, Death Valley and the Pacific Ocean. Reppin' Pura Vida.
You couldn't wait till Tillamook ice cream, huh?
No. Plus, it's Kona coffee flavored ice cream, so I had to try it. Had to get it. And what do you have, pray tell?
The chocolatiest drink I've ever had in my entire life.
Well, that's saying something. Mm-hmm. It's Milky Way with coffee ice cubes, which is so cool.
So I wonder if I should let it melt a little bit so the coffee actually gets in there, because it doesn't taste like coffee at all. It just tastes like liquid chocolate.
Right up your alley.
Charlotte, you're getting the hang of it. Look at you now.
I don't know if you can hear us over the construction work being done on the Depoe Bay Bridge. But we made it to Depoe Bay, the world's smallest harbor.
Wow.
Doing it, Charlotte. Brave enough to admit what you want from the moment. So keep going, kid. Sweet dreams, kid. I hope you find some peace while you're sleeping.
This is where you should really watch the king tides. They come up over this wall, and it's just incredible from what we've seen on video.
Right. November, December, and January during the winter.
Early in the month, and you can see it like go over these walls. It's just incredible. Wish we were here during king tides, but these are still pretty powerful waves.
Right. We'll have to come back. Finally here.
We talked about coming to Depoe Bay ever since we started seeing everybody else come to Depoe Bay, and it just looked amazing, and I wanted to see it for myself, and here we are.
Yep. Like a couple old people were sitting on a park bench looking at the ocean.
Could stay here all day, honestly.
Charlotte, you're getting the hang of it. Look at you now. You're doing it, Charlotte. Brave enough to admit what you want from the moment. So keep going, kid.
Got yourself a sweatshirt and a pen.
Yeah, with my name on it.
Someone got a new sweatshirt.
New sweatshirt.
Yeah, me.
That's cool.
By night 3, the National Parks Pass had helped reduce costs one more time, with half off the overnight campground stay. That's some good coffee. Just me and my coffee.
Ah, the ocean.
I don't know if you can hear it behind us and behind the traffic noise, but we made it to the Oregon coast.
We've been to the coast before, but there's nothing like it.
Somebody's been missing the beach.
If you know us, we chase lighthouses, and we do kind of go out of our way for them. Wild goose chases.
And these are just some of the lighthouses we checked out while we headed north along the Oregon coastline.
Lighthouse just climbed a 12% grade. Now we're going somewhere in the clouds, and I think JK is getting mad at me. Where's this going? Can't even see the road. We hiked down to the lighthouse, and then we couldn't even see a thing due to the thick fog and rain. Come with me.
Somewhere out there is the water.
Well, it's a shorty.
Yeah, it's very short. And it would have been nice to go all the way down here and have it at least flashing a little bit. It's not even working.
It's one of those trips down in here when you have to take a 12% grade up, and I'm guessing we'll have to take it back down on the way out of here.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little tough on the vans, but and then you've got a nice gentle grade down, walk down, and so you gotta walk back up on the way back.
That's pretty steep. It felt steep going down.
It's crushing my toes into my shoes. Now it's hurting my heart. So almost accessible to everybody, but just take your time. I mean, it's kind of the typical Oregon, Pacific Northwest day today that we knew we would experience at some point.
Right.
It's just a bummer we can't see the coast when we're here, so it's okay. It's spooky cool.
Near Tillamook, Oregon, we stayed at a small cheese and gourmet food shop, a Harvest Host member. It's a different kind of overnight stop. It's more about fun experiences than just camping.
The next morning, we did a little shopping for friends and family. It was pouring rain and all their services weren't available yet for the season, but they still allowed us and a few other vans to stay overnight. It's fun to see some small businesses and what they offer. Gotta love a free campsite, and Blue Heron French Cheese Company in Tillamook, Oregon, provided us our accommodations for the night.
I was just leaning in to get close.
Oh.
Too close. Braving the rain to go to eat some cheese. And if you're traveling through Tillamook, Oregon, you have to go see the cheese factory. Such an easy stop right off the route, and well, as you know, Kim loves her some cheese. It was a must stop, no questions asked.
That's good. We spent 5 nights in Astoria with some friends from back home. They now work Camp 4 KOA in Warrenton, Oregon. And the ship went by. We had a delicious fresh crab boil, a bonfire on the beach, lots of good eats, and great times catching up after 3 years apart.
When we left California, we thought this would just be a drive up the coast after visiting with the kids. Instead, we revisited places that we hadn't seen in decades, discovered new campground options, and spent 4 nights on the road traveling our way.
We were reminded once again that good travel isn't about perfect plans. It's about staying flexible and making good decisions along the way.
Not every stop was spectacular, not every overnight stay had a view, but together they made for a great and affordable leg of our trip.
Our total cost for 4 nights, heading to the Oregon coast and all the way up to Astoria: Night 1, $0. Night 2 in Horsefall, $15 with that National Parks Pass. That's half price. Tillicum Park, $15 with that National Parks Pass, half off. And then the Harvest Host was $0, but the little shopping expense to add on to that, which you should do for all the Harvest Hosts. I think we did awesome for 4 nights. One surprise in this trip was discovering how much that pass reduced campground costs. Our road trip isn't done yet.
We're not done with this trip yet. No, we start exploring the beautiful Columbia River Gorge as we turn our van towards the east.
See you in the next episode. Remember, any day in the van
is a good day.
See ya. If you like this video, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, hype, and comment below. We love hearing from you.
We've got us. We've got us.